Hey guys, this is AlexanderStopmotion here doing a Star Wars The Clone Wars video review, and today we are taking a look at the Star Wars The Clone Wars Battle Pack, or not really sure what you call it, but it's Cad Bane and his speeder bike. I had this for a long time, and I just don't know why I haven't reviewed it yet. And this is probably one of the cooler, kind of figure and vehicle pack, because, well, Cad Bane's a very interesting character, and plus this speeder bike has 2 seats. Works really well with if you have Mandalorian bounty hunters. I think that's the best. Of course, you have your figure for Cad Bane. Of course, he has his hat. Yeah, I'll show you his face a bit more in a bit. You can get him a little bit more sit down or something. It's kind of hard because they're only single jointed knees. Yeah, you can get him up to there. The thing is, what I find is weird is the guns right here. They still have the elastics on them, mainly because I find it's a little tricky to get off. And plus, there's no real point of taking it off because the guns are actually stuck in his hands. Really, they should be removable and go in his gun holsters, because they have a slot in the gun holsters for the guns, but the guns can't come out of his hands. So, that's a little odd. Definitely something that they haven't thought through when they actually did make this figure. But overall, you can see it's a very kind of old kind of speeder bike. Definitely something you would see Cad Bane drive. So anyway, you can take him off, and maybe it's just because he has his legs spread out. He feels like a large figure. He feels like he's not even 4.5 inch. He feels like he's like maybe 5.5, 6 inches. That's just me, maybe. He just feels like a large figure. And really, he isn't. He may be a little tall, but he's not too terribly big. So anyway, I'm going to remove his hat, as you can see, kind of his trademark. Even in Season 4, he has a similar hat. Feel bad for the guy that wore it before. You'll see what I mean if you see that episode. Not going to ruin it in case you haven't. But as you can see, he has the kind of tube coming with the little tank in the back that kind of connects to his cheeks. Definitely they improved on Cad Bane, at least for the show, in Season 4. The jacket is a closed jacket compared to the one that the regular version of Cad Bane without the speeder bike would have an open jacket. This is definitely much better. Of course, for the head, you can see his red eyes. Kind of an evil grin on his face. Pretty cool. And the blue seems to be showing up a little bit darker on camera. But anyway, I'll go through articulation. His head is on a ball joint. Moves certain amount, not as much as some people would like, but really not that much. His arms can go up and down, side to side, bend sort of at the elbow. Not much, because he kind of has all this stuff on the wrist, so it's kind of hard to get it like that. And the wrist can rotate with the guns. And you can really see some of the detailing that they do have in the arms. Pretty neat. I think his arms may be upside down, I'm not sure. I kind of like the way I have them. Then comes with this kind of upper body kind of movement, so you can get him swing back a little. So that's pretty cool on Star Wars figures. No back and forth, but it can move up and down at the leg. Sort of back, but you don't want it to go too far, because really that's not a natural running pose. But you can get it going up pretty far, and a single jointed knee. His legs are very thin, which is pretty cool. There's no ankle movement, but he does have those kind of rocket kind of things that he had on the side of his boots, which are pretty cool. And also another accessory, which is moving around a lot, is the kind of bag he has. Is removable if you really don't like it, but I just think it adds a little bit more to the character, because he doesn't have anything on the back. But anyway, the figure's neat. I really do like it, and he really does look pretty good on your shelf. And the hat does stay on pretty well, and kind of adds that kind of mysterious thing because of how wide the hat is. It kind of does a little bit of shadow over the head. Let's do a little size comparison for Cad Bane. Here he is next to the 2008 version of Captain Rex. And you can see Captain Rex standing up. They're roughly around the same height. I'm going to take Captain Rex's helmet off. And you can see a little bit shorter. Let me just take Cad Bane's hat off so you can see. Cad Bane is taller. So Cad Bane is taller than Captain Rex, which would be the same height for Commander Cody and a lot of clone troopers. And here he is next to who was a great character for Undercover in the newest episode with Cad Bane, Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is the 2008 version, so it doesn't have any knee articulation, so it does make him naturally a little shorter. And I find, compared to some of the recent Star Wars figures, the original Obi-Wan seems to be a little short, and you can definitely see Cad Bane is taller, even with the hat. So yeah. Overall, it's a pretty sturdy figure. He stands up really well, which is definitely a plus. And you can kind of get him into running poses and all that. Maybe the ankle movement would have been a little bit helpful for some, but pretty niche. It's hard to get the kind of bag in a position because it's hard plastic. So anyway, here he is with the bike. Overall, I believe this is the bike that the pirates use from Star Wars to Clone Wars. It looks very similar, at least, and pretty cool. You can't really fit a regular clone trooper on it. Well, Captain Rex certainly not, just because of the leg design. You have to have a really good wide Star Wars leg pose for these. At least has the pegs on the feet for the bottom part. On the bottom, it's kind of like this kind of jet ski almost for it. I don't know why that is, because usually they're hovering probably like that off the ground. So yeah, very nice handlebars, very nice kind of interior, I guess, part of it. And I believe these are supposed to do something. I do not know. It's very hard and very, confusing, because it's like I see people move them, but they don't want to move. So, yeah. And he does come with sniper or shotgun, or I don't know. It's pretty niche. Yeah. I often display this with my Han Solo figure. Not really sure what series he's from, And really, this gun would have looked really well with Cad Bane. But as I said, the guns will not come out. Possibly, if you had the other Cad Bane, you could swap the whole hand out. But, you know, you're not guaranteed that that's going to work. And really, then just get the other figure if you want that. And I don't know what the deal is with that Cad Bane for the gun. But I did know when I did see him, I definitely jumped to go get this guy. Mainly because, well, it's the best version of Cad Bane for articulation, detail, sculpt, and all that. But if you are, if you already have the original, you may not want to pick this guy up. You may want to wait and see if they do make a Season 4 Cad Bane. But nonetheless, the Cad Bane with Speeder Bike is definitely an amazing pack and an amazing part of your collection. I think you're going to like it a lot. So if you see it, pick it up. I give this set probably an 8.5 out of 10. So anyway, this has been AlexanderStopmotion reviewing the Star Wars Clone Wars Cad Bane with Speeder Bike. Till next time, this has been AlexanderStopmotion signing off. May the Force be with you.